Welcome to the Know. I'm Mica. Happy New Year. I am back, but I have a little bit of a plague, so bear with me. If there was any doubt that Microsoft had killed off the Kinect, well, now it's even more extra, super, really officially dead. Microsoft has officially announced that they'll no longer be selling the special Kinect adapter required for getting the peripheral to work on newer Xbox One models like the S and the X. The company said in a statement to Polygon, "After careful consideration, we decided to stop manufacturing the Xbox Kinect adapter to focus attention on launching new, higher fan-requested gaming accessories across Xbox One and Windows 10. People pretty much assumed the end of the Kinect when Microsoft launched the Xbox One S without the peripheral port. However, for a time they did offer a free adapter to any gamers who already owned a Kinect. They stopped that free upgrade last year though, requiring customers to purchase the adapter for a whopping $40 instead. It's since been sold out for months and now, it's never coming back, so bon voyage yet again, Kinect. We never really used you." Nintendo Switch's online woes are set to come to an end when they finally launch the system's official online platform this year. But there are some hints out there that it might take even longer than originally thought. Nintendo Italy updated and then quickly took down some text that indicated that the Nintendo Online service won't be coming until this fall. Prior to this, all Nintendo had officially said was that it would be coming sometime in 2018, and considering that it was supposed to launch last fall, many assumed that meant, the service would make its debut sometime in the first half of the year. Either way, the text has been removed to just say 2018 again, so maybe we'll get something of an actual date soon, maybe at next week's Direct? Come on, Nintendo. Give us a little something. And speaking of the next Direct, Nintendo fans have been buzzing about the potential for loads of unannounced Switch games, thanks to an Amazon listing showing as many as 18 titles, and now more rumors are circulating for what some of those titles might be. According to one tipster on Reddit with a bit of a mixed track record for leaked information, the next Direct will bring us news about, crossing our fingers, Animal Crossing for the Switch, an update on the next Pokemon title, and Metroid Prime 4, plus the announcement of Red Dead Redemption 1 and Grand Theft Auto 5 for the Switch. If some of that sounds way too good to be true, well, yeah, it probably is. This same leaker hasn't always had the most accurate track record when it comes to his information. However, he did get a few things right recently about the Ninja Turtles coming to Injustice 2 as DLC, which is oddly specific. All will hopefully be revealed on January 11th, which is the date most have pegged for Nintendo's presentation. It's been a few weeks, why not get those EA pitchforks out again? Reports are hitting the web that everyone's current least favorite publisher denied a pitch for a game that many have been requesting for years. Wow, EA, it's only January 3rd, you're just really fucking shit up. According to a new interview between Kotaku and Double Damage, who developed Rebel Galaxy, Double Damage created a working version of a Star Wars space shooter that was a modernized version of the X-Wing series as a pitch for EA back in 2016. They told Kotaku it was a long shot, and we had near-nil hopes that it would be seriously considered, but we probably did it to please ourselves rather than out of any hope that it would get greenlit. The concept is now up for your viewing pleasure on YouTube, so now you can watch and wish for the game we'll never get. It's sad to see, guys. It's pretty cool. Is beloved Japanese developer Platinum Games considering the jump to self-publishing? That could be the company's new direction, says head of development and producer Atsushi Inaba. Speaking with Game Informer, Inaba says the studio is currently poring over more than 70 pitch documents from all around the company, and they're very interested in developing and publishing their own IPs. Since they're still relatively small, these wouldn't be in the AAA scope, but would be made with smaller teams. And on the side, they'd still dabble in AAA projects with outside publishers, since that's where some of the big money is. Either way, it'll be interesting to see what else the studio behind Bayonetta and Nier Automata cooks up in the future. Hopefully more butts. The publisher of Lawbreaker says that there's a good reason why the game flopped. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds Nexon says Lawbreaker sales were below expectations because of the huge success of, you guessed it, Battlegrounds. It's not cocky. The company said in an earnings report, "We had very high expectations for Lawbreaker's launch. However, the timing of this launch turned out to be unfortunate. Specifically, the blockbuster PC online game PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds came out right about the same time, making the market environment very tough for first-person shooters in general and for Lawbreakers. Except they aren't really the same game. Also, they didn't come out at the same time, but you know what? Whatever makes you feel better, Nexon, sure." It looks like Turok Remastered is coming to the Xbox One. You might remember it from way back in 1997 when it was called Turok Dinosaur Hunter and was released on the Nintendo 64 and on the PC. At the time, it got lots of praise for its graphics and open-world gameplay, which, believe it or not, was pretty rare at the time. The remastered version has a reconstructed engine along with updated menus and visuals thanks to Night Dive Studios, which did the new version. It was released on the PC in 2015, and Game Deals aficionado Wario64 noticed yesterday that the game has been rated for the Xbox One in Europe. No word on a release date yet, but you know we will keep you updated. It is no secret that the Walking Dead's ratings aren't really what they used to be. Over the last 2 years, the zombie-killing AMC show has seen quite a drop-off in ratings, but one of its producers says that the show is still going strong. David Alpert told Variety that he's still confident that the show has legs. He said, "I don't think in any way the brand has lost its relevance in general. I think we're just seeing a decline in urgency across all media to consume something at specific time. The second half of Season 8 kicks off next month, and hopefully it'll do better ratings-wise than the first half of Season 8, which had the series' lowest numbers since 2011. To be very fair, I thought The Walking Dead had ended, so maybe up your advertising." Does Spotify owe artists like the Beach Boys, Neil Young, and Missy Elliott more than $1 billion? Well, that is what one lawsuit claims. It was filed by Wixon Music Publishing, which licenses music from all those artists and more. It argues that Spotify has been using thousands of songs inappropriately without the correct license. It's seeking $1.6 billion from the streaming music service, and this isn't the first time that artists have sued Spotify over unpaid royalties. It's actually a pretty long-standing dispute. In May, Spotify proposed a $43 million settlement to resolve a class action lawsuit from a group of songwriters, and well, they said no. So we'll see how this all shakes out, but clearly not a lot of artists are happy with Spotify. Iran has blocked a popular messaging service in response to an anti-government protest across the country. Officials have already censored major parts of the internet like Facebook and YouTube, but they recently also blocked encrypted messaging apps like Telegram, which is very popular there and is believed to have been used to organize protests. Iran's Minister of Information and Communications Technology tweeted over the weekend that a Telegram channel was encouraging hateful conduct, use of Molotov cocktails, armed uprising, and social unrest. But it looks like other apps are still available there. Telegram CEO Pavel Durov tweeted yesterday that while apps like Telegram and Signal are being blocked by authorities in Iran, WhatsApp is still fully accessible there. So far, the protests have resulted in more than 20 deaths and hundreds of arrests. Last year, crowdfunding for games on Kickstarter shot up nearly 30%, only it wasn't for video games. Nope. That jump was due to tabletop games, which have been all the rage lately. Polygon reported that nearly 400 more tabletop games were successfully funded last year compared to 2016, and earning for tabletop games jumped more than $36 million last year on Kickstarter to an impressive $137 million. And some games have raked in a lot of crowdfunding bucks. One campaign, Kingdom Death Monster 1.5, was the highest funded game project ever, raising more than $12.3 million, and another campaign, The Seventh Continent, raised $7 billion bucks. So yeah, that's some pretty impressive stuff. Meanwhile, video games raised around $17 million for the year, which is about what they did in 2016, and a big drop from the $41 million they raised in 2015. It's no secret that we're in the middle of a tabletop renaissance, and these numbers are definitely proof of that. So that is all the news we have for you today, and remember, for more news from every corner of the internet, like this video, and if you're new around here, give us a good old subscribe. Us being the know, we are the know, subscribe to the know. Either way, the text has been removed just as... However, he did recently get a few things right about the Ninja Turtles coming to... that could be the company's new direction, says head of development and producer at Sushi Inaba. And on the side... specifically the Blockbuster PC Online